Minnie was sober.
It's staying sober.
Okay. You were portrayed by Plode.
I mean, it's not hard. You've blown it up enough times.
And I believe we're picking up in Forge Hammer, or heading that way.
Mm-hmm.
Unless y'all have decided that you want to go elsewhere.
We were heading that way, and that's. I also got a spiritual visit by
Yes, you
my
did.
grandmaster. So
Yeah. Which, by the way, what is going on in the mental capacity that is Darius Hamilton right now? How is
that
Darius handling that from a character perspective?
that son of a bitch sent my master to try and lure me back. What a prick!
What a bitch.
What a bitch. Yep. And then Cam and Stamos had a little bit of a heart to heart, I guess. The best way to describe it, if I remember.
The fucking like loosest definition of heart to heart known to mankind, but
I mean,
yeah.
for this group,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Not gonna lie. You know, for this group, that was a pretty big one. So. And did you all figure out what you guys are going to do with in your rear here? Are you going to keep him sober still? Was that still the plan?
I mean, it probably helps all of us in the long run.
In a rear, if I remember, you are not sober. So
Is he not sober?
I mean, are you there, Minnie? By this point, we would say where we're picking up today. Probably within the day.
You would probably be sober.
Yes.
You would probably be sober at this
Uh-huh.
Ruh-roh.
How is a rear handling this? Being completely sober. I mean, it probably hurts.
You're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
What would you expect? Your existence is dependent on alcohol.
Yeah. A little over, but yeah.
So what you're telling me is you've taken a -2 to Constitution and a +2 to Wisdom.
A -5 to intelligence.
Debatably, you might actually be smarter.
Okay. Is there any... Oh, with what? I want to hear this.
You're going to try and okay. Oh.
With the what? A day's piece?
Darius Ty, you
He
are
is
I thought you were gonna
mangled.
also
literally,
tell.
he's literally Jack Black's character from Tropic Thunder, is what's happening. I just
Oh
picture
god,
that.
yeah, oh my god, he is. Oh. Like he's got to find like a fucking brewer, and he's gonna pick him up and go, "Where's the beer?"
I mean,
So,
we're going to Forge Hammer, so that is a complete possibility.
You do realize a day's peace for Darius is having you hanging from the side of the ship, right?
That sounds really dark.
Not like the lynching kind of hanging, but
On, I'll grab the video.
Now it's marked as racist contact. Thank you, Mr. Englishman. Good God.
we used to own the bloody world.
Yep.
Oh,
And now
God.
you're just a little island that has absolutely no place or no influence in the world anymore because everybody just looks at you and is like, ha! GG
My
England.
state is bigger.
Uh-huh. I think Kansas is bigger too, technically in square mileage. So, anyway, continue. What else are you doing in rear? Like, who else are you going to try and bribe? What's everybody else's reaction to arrears bribing on your shift? I mean, if you want to, add more depth to the story. Like, what do you offer Scamos, and what would Scamos say?
Better think fast, because if Darius offers me something better, woo!
Like what? Freedom? What?
I've got that already.
I mean, you can be free from this room, but we'll be stuck on the ship.
Have you designed a new portable speaker instrument for his instrument?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, seeing as how you don't really do your contracts to begin with, that's not a good fucking.
Yeah, I'm sure I would have heard stories of that by now. So
Yeah,
What
between the crew and
yeah,
what the rest of the
what he
party has
does
told
with
you.
his designs and fucking contracts he has.
Yep.
Oh wait,
Hmm.
no,
You
I'm
know
not gonna
what?
say that.
I'm
I'm
waiting
not gonna
for.
say that.
I'll wait till my shift. Is that what you're offering me, Minnie? Hmm. Do you have it in hand, like right now? Yep. Yep. That's what I'm asking. Do you have that in hand, or? No, no, no. It's got to be one
The
specifically
one
made
you
for
put in
me.
Plode's ass.
Yet. Okay, so you don't have one in hand then. But but you don't have it in hand.
He barely
So
has hands.
Okay, so that's clearly not going to work then, because I know your history of following through with not
Is
having
low.
products in hand when you're made. So how badly do you want this drink?
Man, that must suck.
Yeah, I mean that must really suck. Tell you what, Arrear.
Roll.
No,
Like
no,
a, no?
I'm about to make an offer to him. This is gonna be great. We'll have a different deal. You have to build me my own personal plode, and as collateral, I take possession of every single design you have until it's finished. All of them are mine. And I will give you a drink. Well, then I guess you don't get a drink. Looks like you found a reason to get yourself sober, Rare, because you found something you like more than booze. What list is this?
It's the people to bribe list, probably.
Is it written in lipstick?
How does the Gothic
You know what?
conversation go? I want to hear this.
With that actually going on, just gonna kind of be. I'll be nice to him, be like, Rear. Once you're sober and have control of yourself, we'll see about getting you booze. But for now, you need to stop being an alcoholic. I mean, you can leave with a lot. You just can't drink it all at once. No one here is saying you. No one here. No, Rear. No one here is saying you can't drink. You just need to drink like the rest of us and drink in moderation. No. No, not what moderation means.
3 with every meal.
No.
11Zs?
But what about second breakfast?
Not how that worked, Rear, at all.
11Z. Second
Don't forget-
breakfast.
You are
Don't
what we
forget-
call
forget
an
about the fourth
alcoholic.
I hate the
lunch.
fact that I'm fucking giggling because it hurts.
You are what we call an alcoholic, Rear, and that needs to be fixed.
Oh.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do a
Jesus
thing
Christ.
just to fuck with him now.
Okay.
All right, hang on, Rear. So you're saying that if I'm not a tiefling anymore, then you're gonna get sober and stop complaining about it? Is that what you're saying? If I fix myself being a tiefling, then you'll get sober?
I like how host just logged into the roll 20.
No. You being drunk is something that definitely needs to be fixed, especially when it's drunk all the time. Do you know how many accidents and people you have almost killed? Do you
What?
know?
Like the tank loaded full of dynamite.
The fucking explosives, in the ship?
The kid.
The kid, yep.
I forget if Scamos was around for that.
He did the voice.
I did the voice, but I wasn't.
I didn't say Holes, I said Scamos.
Yeah.
Which I guess, yeah, would mean that he wasn't Scamos yet.
But I feel like somebody would have told him about that.
So, Arir, the point being, if you are sober, and you prove you're sober as well, you're also more likely to get help and approval from people from your projects. You know that, right? Like, one of the reasons that Darius doesn't say yes to your ideas is because you're drunk all the time and no one can tell if it's an actual well thought out idea or not. No, it is not his religion, though I can 100% understand why you would think that. It's because nobody knows if they can trust the idea. If you want people to start trusting, your ideas and start, working on these things with you, you need to be sober when you pitch the idea. And he'd probably also be more likely to agree to some of your crazier ideas simply because, hey, he's not drunk when he's pitching it. It might actually be a good idea. Just think about it, buddy. And then I'll go back to holding my watch of not letting Career have booze.
Sorry.
I would have gotten him booze too if he had fucking committed to the deal.
Really?
Oh yeah, it would have. Yeah, Brexit. I was gonna give him booze. I said I would give him a drink, but I never specified quality, so I was just gonna get him like 1% alcohol.
I thought you were just gonna get water.
No. I was gonna get him just. He asked for a drink, and the implication is it's actual booze. Well, I was gonna get him something with actual booze in it.
Watered
Just-
down to shit.
Yep. And then I was gonna have all of his drawings and my own plode. Oh no, I was explicitly trying to
Make sure you
give
did
you an
do it.
yeah. Oh yeah, that was an intent. If you were willing to go that far for a drink, I was willing to take Darius's anger by going, "Here, Darius, have all of his drawings." See, we found something a reader loves more than booze.
Honestly, he
Wow.
can reproduce.
Let's Gozik. Or what do you pitch to Gozik to try and get him to give you a drink?
The one person who has tried something with you and it went horribly, so he's never gonna try it again with you.
Wait, what did you try with it?
So he came to me with wanting to make like a
I guess-
cannon with it for his arm, and it's like, and he wanted my help with it, so it's like I helped him, but he kind of fucked up the casting, so now it's like, eh.
No, you did.
Yeah, you did. Probably drunk, just like shit all over the place, and that's why there's so many cracks in it that I couldn't see. Chicken bake.
Like a baby.
Yes? No. Well, I'm taking Cam's thing. Sorry, Cam.
Wait, what?
Saying no to, like... You know when Arira's like, hey, Cam, and you're like instantly no, because you know what it is.
Oh, that.
Big Bertha. I think I'm good. I'm
one-
sure.
One of the things I'm proficient with is
The
shooting
last thing I
guns.
did with you, Rear, didn't end up so well, so I think I'm good. I don't know.
You to be sober.
Yeah, exactly.
There he
Wait,
is. You're not there. Shush.
I'm sorry, I just. I couldn't
You
help
just like
it.
listening to conversation on the other side of the door. Darius, leave. Anyhow.
So who else do you want
Can
to
I look
try?
at Can I look at this list?
Yes, you can.
What's left on it?
I think. Twice.
But you wrote his name down twice and then crossed it off. Okay.
Oh. Look. God.
Dude just completely blacked out.
Cam.
I thought you just crossed out my name. Is it the same way as Scamos? Are you trying to figure out who you're gonna get beer from? You just see like Gonzaga's phone just like size, like for fuck's sake. Here, over here, give me that piece of paper. I have a suggestion for you. So when he hands it to me, I'm just gonna like grab my pencil and just like start marking out all the names.
And
There,
we just
problem
watched
solved.
him doing that.
Yes.
He has to see it happen himself to realize he's not gonna get fucking booze again for the rest of. Can we curse him anytime he takes a drink of alcohol? It turns to water.
I mean, any of you guys a warlock?
Wait, hold on.
Array did not kill himself.
Wait, hold on. Halls, I'm going to send you a message.
Yep. Do you want to talk to Cam, or are you just like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen?
I thought
Okay.
Cam was. Never mind.
No, but they can let you go and talk with him. You probably get one of the sailors, like that's watching you.
No, he
It's
does
like,
not leave that fucking room.
no, you could. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. They walk it down the hallway. Cam, you hear a knock on your door. Cam?
Cam's going to come to the door and open it. Yes.
Rear wanted me to give this to you, and he just like hands you, and then just walks off, just around the corner.
Cam's gonna open up the letter and go,
And read it.
I already have booze.
I don't know how you took that. That's genius.
That's genius.
Oops. I think I broke the clock.
That was the
Oh.
clock.
Panther, I'm so proud of you right now.
I'm assuming, Cam, do you send him anything back? Or do you just go back inside?
Cam
I'm surprised.
is looking at this letter confused.
Like, and you're reading it, and it's like, this
He doesn't
doesn't
even
make
have
sense.
access to booze. This has to be a prank. And drop it.
So yeah, Arrear, you get nothing, no response.
You know what? Well, I'm surprised you didn't have to make Cam do a perception check just to be able to read what's on the paper.
No. It's, yeah. I don't
While
know if you
sober?
being sober.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of the symptoms of alcohol withdrawal is shaking hands.
Yes, it is. And you could tell that this was written. You do look at it before you kind of toss it. Like this was like poorly like written.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck?
More oily than Terry. Actually, nah.
Nah.
I don't put two and two together.
Mm-hmm. You said a letter. Well, this is the last day of the journey.
If possible. Ask for all of his drawings again.
And same process, Cam. Come to the door, he gives you another letter. Open it.
Oh, that's what he meant. Right. Cam's gonna go. He's gonna step into the sick bay for a moment, the
Mm-hmm.
infirmary rather. Grab something from there and head over to where.
Oh my
where our rear
god.
is. All right. Where's the injured dwarf?
So you go over to the rear. Okay.
Who would be on watch at this point?
It's probably one of the sailors at this point. It probably wouldn't be one of you guys. And no.
They're more scared of Darius than they are of you, bro.
More Baywater than you.
Yeah.
But and they're kind of under orders not to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Once this is done, I need to go have a chat with Baywater.
Okay. Anyway. So yeah, Cam, they point you in the direction where they're keeping a rear, which is in his actual quarters, not his engineering quarters.
All right. Cam is going to knock on the door.
And you see the sailor that's on guard with him come open the door. He's like, "Oh, Cam, come in."
Snaps around, instantly kills himself by accident.
And so is the sailor like staying in the room with him, or?
I mean, he's kind of not saying anything, but he's just kind of standing back, like near the door.
Cam's gonna look over to him. Could you step out for a moment?
All right. I'll be right outside, and he opens the door and closes it. He goes out and he's now in the hallway.
All right. Can you tell me how long you've had a fever? How bad the inflammation is? You have an infection, yes? No.
Oh my god.
You sent a letter asking for antiseptic. I just do you not have an infection that needs cleaning? I assumed it was somewhere you didn't want to talk about in public.
Lost in translation.
Alcohol is an antiseptic, yes. There's usually better options though.
Better options. Random antiseptic. Oh fuck. Oh.
Well, wouldn't
Oh god damn it!
just what wound did you allow to get infected?
He just holds out the mug. You just see her here holding up the mug to you, Cam.
What do you want about? It's not just the mug. A ray is shaking.
Perhaps what I would give you would depend on what exactly is the problem. I'm afraid I'm going to have to see that issue.
It gestures to himself.
Go ahead, Minnie.
You wouldn't want to drink alcohol. That would kill you. Quite. There's some stuff you might survive, but you would not enjoy the experience. But what if you would not enjoy the experience was not understandable.
Selective hearing to the utmost degree.
Look, I realize I am not familiar with dwarven social customs, but I realize that some people find certain things that they are less willing to talk about and discuss. I can assure you that no matter what the issue is, it will be held confidential. Why would Darius care? Have you been toying with chaos? Is that what this is from?
Chaos brand alcohol.
It'd be really spicy.
What part of you is hurt? Because apparently it's affecting your mind. I am not sure how you would know that it's gotten that far yet. If it has gotten into your bloodstreams, you are certainly not going to be sober. Usually that isn't the problem.
I love this so much.
I know. It's kind of why I'm letting it go. I'm just letting it go as the GM because it's hilarious. So.
Now, allow me to put this in plain terms. What did you stick your dick in?
We having a safety brief at the rear now? Oh god.
Okay.
My
God.
oh fuck!
I don't even know what that would do.
Blast powder down the hole.
Fire in the hole.
Yes, I got your message. But none of these are drinkable. Alcohol is something you apply to a wound. Isopropyl and methanol are not what you want to be drinking.
You see that he has like the medieval version of like hand sanitizer there too, like in his little packet that he's carrying with all the alcohols in it, his little bag.
Hand sanitizer?
Hand sanitizer,
You know
yes.
they just straight up sell isopropyl alcohol, yeah?
Yeah.
You cannot drink these. It does not work. It kills you. They are applied externally to clean a wound. Like, I do not know why you are so obsessed with the oral method of treatment.
It's because he's a short stack.
What do you mean not being drunk? What did you do while drunk to cause this? Apparently you did something.
Forge hammer.
And why does a lack of liquor makes you want to kill yourself?
I've been drinking since the day I was born.
Cossack seems to have no issue with that, so that's not the only cause. I realize liquor may have dulled the pain previously, but whatever is the problem, surely you can at least put aside your social prejudices for a moment and tell me what it is.
Oh my god.
This is why I'm letting this fly. This is too good.
We are getting into the fucking deep territory, ladies and gentlemen.
Yup.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Ow.
We have two characters now whose only shared language is a second language. Oh, so you aren't at that age.
Oh my god.
The dynamite stick,
Anyway.
not the.
Many continue.
Usually you do want it low quality or high quality because low quality tends to include things you do not want in a wound.
Oh, so he's drinking because of a woman.
Broken heart.
The alcohol is the woman.
We're just coming up with backstory. We're getting backstory. Oh my god.
We've done it.
I'm not sure. Look, I assure you, a broken heart is no cause to seek a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Oh, Cam going fucking philosophical on this shit.
I am a practitioner of healing the body, not the mind, but that does not mean I have not seen my share of people who have similar difficulties. But why do you want antiseptic? Brand?
Why am I getting a who's the tank sort of situation going on here?
This is who's on first.
Yeah, that's what who's the tank is. It's a parody of that for fucking.
Like, this is who's on first with dwarves.
Oh.
No, you don't drink alcohol. Like I said, it kills you if you do that. You apply it externally. I assure you, are living proof that is the case. Well, that would rather contradict the living portion of that, wouldn't it?
Back this up a bit. Let's back this trade up.
Who do you think I was treating your wounds before? Back when I wasn't, the times I wasn't using magic. There is no alcohol you can drink. What are you talking about? Because it's a poison that people use to clean wounds? There's a lot of kinds that aren't in your mug, and I have no intention of putting them there. What are you talking about? Why? If you don't have an infected wound or something, why did you ask me for antiseptic and painkiller? I believe I've already answered that question in multiple different ways. It was alcohol is not drink.
I mean, no.
Have you learned Draconic?
This is perfection.
is why I'm here. That seems to beside the purpose to ignore.
Just like ale, like dwarven ale.
I don't think that's strong enough to solve your problem.
My hole in the Dwarven Nails boomsticks liquor.
It would help, but it would not clear the wound sufficiently, I'm pretty sure. Even if you repurposed it as an antiseptic. I have plenty of other more effective options literally right here that just show me what the issue is. Did you really lie about what you wanted to be here just so you could ask me for liquor? Been in this room this entire time. I feel like I should be worried about that list. I'm more concerned about why it exists. Can I roll a perception to see if there's like
Yeah,
handshaking or anything?
yeah.
12.
You could use a medicine check if you want.
Is that the same number? Yeah, same number. 12.
Yeah, you can tell his hands are shaking not pretty good. And you can tell that he's not looking healthy, normal for him. Put it that way.
And let's see. Do I still think that those are symptoms of an infected wound, or do I actually recognize them as more likely to be withdrawal symptoms?
He's more like withdrawal syndromes.
Yeah, I'd know his situation. Withdrawal. I prefer not to use this wastefully, but since you refuse to cooperate, Cam's gonna rest a hand on Arrear's shoulder and cast. Do I still have that, or do I have to use the other one? Yeah, the other one. Healing word, and use the clear status effect that he can do. Where did you go?
I mean, he doesn't look like he's having withdrawal symptoms anymore, Minnie. I will let you do what you want with that, though. Like, you don't look physically like you're ill. Let's just put it that way.
Not that. Where did you go? There it is. Alright, if you at some point can overcome your addiction and can tell me what is truly ailing you, you know where to find me. And Cam steps out. All right. Thank you for your patience, sailor.
He's laughing. By the way, he heard through this whole exchange through the door, and he's just like got this eating grin on his face and just laughing his ass off the entire time that this was going down. He just walks back in and sits down across from you, Arir, and he's just like laughing. You could tell that he enjoyed that whole exchange between both of you.
Cam was just confused.
Uh-huh. I mean, if you're desperate enough. If you're desperate enough. I mean, Cam, you can hear that. Like, you're still hearing the conversation because you haven't quite left. Like, they didn't close the door, so you can kind of hear him say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cam is not. He no longer has the highest opinion of Arir's intelligence, so he's kind of discounting it.
Um. Usually apothecaries sell those.
He's gonna kill himself.
Uh-huh. I mean, if you say so.
How does? Oh, okay, yeah, common versus dwarven.
And you see the sailor as he's sitting there across from me. He seemed like reaching and he pulls out a flask and he just drinks it in front of you. Over here.
Damn, that's cold.
You know. What? Like, you want some? And he hands it, like, points it out, like, they hand it to you. And you reach for it. And he's just like, no, not yet. Nothing that you can do. You have a lot of money. How much do you have? You want to give me all of that for this one flask? That's what I thought. And then you see him take another swig and then put it away. I mean, you're not cuffed or anything, by the way, at this point. They have let you. You've gotten through that part of the withdrawal syndromes, at least, the symptoms at least, where you know the whole like wanting to murder everybody. Yeah.
He's honest about it.
Fucking with anyone. He's like the Tau in Melee. Exactly like the Tau. Weird that.
All right. So you guys reach Forge Hammer. How are y'all wanting to get there, or in the mountains there? And
Well, we're supposed to be heading somewhere around here where
Yep.
Yeah.
Career's old home was. Coin miners.
all right, Arir.
By the way, that conversation with
Oh yeah.
Water.
You want to go have that conversation with Baywater? Go ahead.
So I go up to. I assume he's going to be in the captain's bridge and everything.
Yep. Yep.
I knock on the door and whatnot.
Come in.
Hi,
Oh,
Baywater.
Gothic, what's going on?
I have some concern about Plode. I wanted to discuss
You
with
have a concern?
Yes, given the recent very few being at least around a lot longer than most of us, I figured I'd come to you about this issue, and you seem to have mentioned at least something about constructs, at least when it came to that one thing that you don't like being heard.
Oh.
Either
Right.
way, we may have a slight issue with Plode. It seems he's becoming self-aware.
Say what now?
Basically, he's starting to choose what orders to follow from a rear.
Well, isn't that a good thing? Because all the orders that a rear gives might not always be the best.
Ooh, spicy.
Fair point. You do have a fair point. But in my line of work, whenever a construct started to show signs of being self-aware and showing disorder, we'd usually have to destroy it. Sometimes it would not want to be destroyed, and it got kind of messy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had to deal with a construct that's gone self-aware or not. Didn't know if you've had to deal with one.
I fought a whole bunch of them. Of course I have.
Self-aware ones?
Yes.
Can you tell me anything about them?
I mean, they're robots with souls in them, basically. They're constructs with souls.
So, question for the DM.
Hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Construct with souls? Is this
Yeah.
something that Gothic would know about constructs?
No.
Most people call them Warforged.
They're called Warforged, actually, and you guys haven't heard of them yet.
That's
So,
still GM out of character thing.
uh-huh.
So, robots with souls?
Constructs, more like, apologies for the words there, but constructs. See, constructs used to be a major player in the olden days, back when I was a time wizard and things like that. They were actually created by the gods to basically serve as avatars in their army. Enforcers.
Yeah, how do I...
So much so that they infuse souls into the actual constructs.
So you're not saying Plode's getting a soul, is he? Like, I assume that's what you're not trying to go with here, right?
Well, you see, the magics that the dwarves use for making constructs is based off of what the Warforged concept was. And there's still some residual side effects, i.e., over time, constructs begin to get a soul and have their own quirks and things of that nature.
So I guess the big question in here is, do we have to start treating Plode like an actual person and not get on his bad side?
That is completely up to you and the party.
Because the thing I'm worried about is Plode all of a sudden turning his back on us and trying to wreak havoc.
I mean, it's completely possible, especially with the rear, being the ones giving him commands.
And now with him being sober, that's going to be a complete wild card.
Yep.
Ah, fuck.
You remember the other Warforged that you guys stabbed with the halberd?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, did he not tell you that? Oh.
I think I remember something about, but what?
Yes. So part of the reason why Demon Soul from the halberd was able to transfer into the other construct we had was due to having the ability of soul transference in the construct due to the side effects of how they're created.
Is this the construct that visited Darius a long time ago?
Yes. It has the original soul that was in the gun halberd that Arius carries.
You just see Dazix like this, and they're just like going, that sounds like a problem.
No, possibly.
Well, usually demons are not usually over at Scamos are usually known not to be the best of people, but
Gamos isn't technically a full demon, so
yeah, I don't know much about tieflings, so
go ask him about it. He could tell you.
I might.
Good.
Either way, that's all I wanted to ask about is the Claude, because
As
they're
long as
really
he doesn't turn into a murderous, mindless construct that is going to rampage across the ship, he should be okay. But there is a possibility that may happen because it is a rare.
yeah. Do you know if Arrear's gonna start losing connection? I know construct owners have a connection to their constructs and whatnot. But will he start losing connection with Claude?
Eventually.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I might want to go see Arrear as well.
Okay.
Yes.
You,
Thank you
you
for
get,
the information.
so you're gonna go see a rear again?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Minnie. See Gazet come back in. This is probably like an hour or two after the whole cam exchange.
Is the soldier still here?
Yep.
Is his shift almost over?
No, but he's like, he's grinning and then he looks back and he's like, do I need to step outside again?
Yeah.
Alright, and he steps out and closes the door.
So Arrear, I just had a chat with Baywater about your construct. Is it really? Fuck's sake. So I went to Baywater to ask him about your construct. Tell me, can you still do you have that external connection to Plode still?
Roll me a intelligence check. That's your magic stat, yeah?
It did.
Your spellcasting stat. No, what's your stat for when you do spell attacks? No, what modifier are you using for your attacks? Your intelligence.
Like, so
Okay.
like Cam would be using charisma, unless I'm wrong. Darius as well. I use dexterity because of my specific spellgunner class, but as a ranger, I'd use wisdom normally.
Intelligence. That's intelligence.
Yeah, go intelligence.
There you go. We know.
Yep. Just roll me an intelligence check. Yeah, you can't tell. You're kind of foggy. You don't know if it's because you're sober or something else going on, but yeah, you're not able to make the connection.
No. Rear, I had about my chat with Baywater. He's told me he's had to fight constructs before. And he's told me more about them is the fact that some of these constructs have souls. Supposedly they were made by the gods to forge armies and whatnot. And supposedly a bit of the dwarven magic used to make constructs has some side effects where constructs slowly begin to have their own souls. What I'm worried, and I don't want to say this is the thing that's going to happen, is that Claude might go rogue and may not like everyone on the ship anymore. In fact, I don't know what Claude's doing right now, which actually...
What is Flo doing right now? That's a good question. You don't remember. You don't remember.
Like... So you think he's in engineering right now? Well, right now I have no idea what Claude would do, but... Listen, whatever you do, whatever you do, if you ever do find Claude, don't... If he starts not listening to any of your commands, don't start trying to push his buttons. What?
What's
You
how
just like
long
see
is
Gothic
that?
just like rushes up to you and just
How
like
long
grabs
is
you by
that?
your shirt. It's like, okay, yeah, I have a few more questions now. How big is this explosion going to be?
Woo!
uh,
Over here, I need answers now.
So if the construct is tooling around in the city, and
Yep.
someone kills a rear,
Yes.
Minnie, tell me now. And you said this will happen after a certain amount of time. How much is that time? What? Rear, you're gonna come with me, and we're gonna find Plode.
We're gonna turn that off.
Listen, I know you love explosions and whatnot, but I don't want to die on this ship. No, Rear, you just said you couldn't gain a connection to him. If you lost connection to him, maybe he's ticking right now.
what's a channel?
Can you check all these channels, Rear? let's go find Plode and let's go check those.
As these two are talking, you hear countdown timer activated, and as you just start seeing like numbers across Plode's face, and then it goes back to like Gothic and rear. So no, like that just me for context here.
Wait.
It was like a jumping scene. It's like if you're watching a TV show, like while someone else having a conversation. Oh look, countdown timer activated.
You know, we should have known the TPK was gonna come from one of Arir's fucking stupid ideas.
So yeah, let's go over here and let's find Plode, and with that, grab his arm and start heading towards engineering. Before we continue, I have a request to the GM.
Bye.
Can I take a minute break? I need to pee.
Yes.
Okay.
Take a break. You can take a break. 5 minutes.
All right, Waller.
Yes.
So the meat's still taking forever to fucking thaw out, so we're just gonna have to do tacos tomorrow. So what the fuck do you want to do for food tonight?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
You want to know a
You
secret?
are-
Throw the meat in a Ziploc bag, fill up your kitchen sink with warm water, and toss it in.
Yeah, I know, I did that already.
You want to order tonight? Since I ordered yesterday. Can we get something?
We don't have very good hot water coming through our sink, which is something we probably actually should
Try the
talk to
shower?
landlord about. I don't.
Put a pot of water on the stovetop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You could boil it.
Well, I wouldn't bring it up to boiling, but
Yeah, let's boil
warm
the
it up.
meat inside the fucking.
No, warm it up. That's what I mean. Sorry.
Could do that. I might do that after we finish this then. Depends how long this is going to take too, to be honest.
Might want to just start it now, honestly.
So I'm trying to decide. It won't take long to make it because it's just tacos. I'm just literally making the ground beef and then like we're done. It's just.
Okay, I'm back.
by the way, sorry about how long that conversation went on. That was like,
No, that was completely worth it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it was.
That was
I
fucking
was a little bit worried the
hysterical.
joke was running a little too long.
No.
No, it was kind of perfect just to be there and feel Arir's mind slowly breaking more and more as he realized he was going to get nowhere with this.
Nope.
Is Minnie back? Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
everybody
sorry
back?
about that.
Yep. Brexit, you here? Brexit?
I think he's high off his ass.
He's dead, Jim.
He's sleeping
Dead
off the
jump.
concussion. It's fine.
Probably.
So as I'm heading, over here's by I assume all our recruiters are like pretty much next to each other.
Yes.
I'm gonna go straight to Tazar real quick and start knocking violently on his door and going, Tazar, Tazar, Tazar,
No Tazar.
Tazar.
No Tazar.
Well,
Camos, and you do hear a commotion out in the hallway.
Gonna step out in the hallway. What the fuck do you want? Why is he out of his room?
we might just have a slight issue with Plode. TLDR, he might become Explode.
Okay. Wait. Was that echoing noise I heard walking through the bells?
Yep.
What?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god, we actually need to hurry now. If you want to come along with us, Camos.
Yeah, what's going on?
So let's just say that Plode's become slightly more sentient, and then he's losing connection with Arir, and Arir put something that if he loses connection to Plode, Plode explodes with a set timer of 5 minutes.
And what part of you thought that was a good idea, Arir?
We're talking. This is Arir we're talking about.
I know.
What if he somehow forced him to think you're dead? What if the connection loss means he thinks you're dead?
A
Either
while
way.
ago, you described the self-destruct as him losing connection.
Aveir, have you ever been to your crew quarters ever since we got on the ship? Except for now? Have you taken Plode with you?
No, you haven't.
So what? Let's just say theoretically, Plode hasn't found you, and he thinks you're dead. Would Visual Sight turn off the explosive ability?
Okay, okay. So let me pose this to you,
Otherwise, rather than engineering.
Arir. What would happen if, say, someone cast a minor illusion of your dead body in front of Plode while he didn't have a link connected to you? It will create what looks like you. It will create something that looks like your body in front of Plode. So there are ways then to work around this detonation system of yours. I'm just going to kind of very slowly and quietly look at Gazak and go, we need to find him.
And with that, I'm gonna start increasing my pace from like a hurried walk to a pretty much sprint towards engineering, and making sure Rear comes with me just so
Hey,
we can hopefully.
Waller, question.
Answer.
When this ship goes to battle stations, do all of our personnel have battle stations?
You guys? No,
Yeah.
because you guys aren't on the ship all the time.
So we don't have any like general quarter assignments? Fuck.
You
Okay, there's
don't.
that plan.
I mean, they have, like, the crew does, but you don't. Like,
Yeah, no, I
you're-
was caring more about hitting the alarm and then letting Plode go to his battle station.
No. Like, out of anybody in the group, it would probably be just Cam if he's on the ship. So,
Shit. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let's find Plode then very, very quickly.
Yeah, we're pretty much full sprint towards engineering. If anyone else somehow is along the way or sees us, they can join along.
Everyone else is content to die in peace.
you guys get to engineering, roll me perception check.
Please fail me.
14.
I must have like the worst loaded dice of my life. I have a 1.
It literally is perception.
But literally just above.
Perception. Yeah.
Brexit, can I have your dice?
Frag's that.
I think
At least
passed
he'll
out again.
At least he'll die asleep. Wakes up. Why is my character dead?
We're about to have to explain that one to him.
By the way, 2 minutes have elapsed. So,
Oh fuck. So we're engineering.
Yep.
What is the other C? Because I'm probably like blurred vision.
Scamos, he is not in engineering. Float is gone.
Where?
Yeah. He is not in engineering, anywhere in engineering.
Engineering. You said. Scamos, you said you heard him by the battleship.
Where did I hear him at while there was?
Oh, he was under your broom, like, so you could hear him through.
Where does that lead from under my room?
I mean, it's kind of outside of engineering, but he was heading towards the stairs, it sounds like.
Okay, I'm gonna go that route then.
Okay.
Yeah. I see.
Just
I'm gonna assume we
full
see
bore shit,
Scamos.
fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck, fuck.
And you guys get up and Claude, you guys roll me another perception check. Everybody that's looking.
Please don't be a
Same as
1.
last, 14.
14.
Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, let's see what this is. I assume it's gonna be safe. Yep. 21.
All right. You guys get up there and you find him one of the powder magazines.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
A rear? Can you go assess Plode, please?
No response.
What? So from that scene you said where he had like a timer on his face, is that still
Mhm.
going?
Yeah, it's still going, and you've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Uh,
No response.
I'm just gonna like shout as loud as I can. Dazzler!
No Tazar.
Ah, fuck.
Not yet. No. No, they are not. As he's turning around and explaining this, do you see them get brighter?
A rear? Look! A rear. Take his head and literally like twist it towards it. Not in a way to like break his neck, but just, look. Diffuse it, please! I will get you a beer, I promise.
Roll a. All right, so you pop it open. Roll me an engineering check, sir, which would be an intelligence or a. Intelligence? Mm-hmm. And you pull some what you think it should be the right thing, and you look, and the timer's still going. All right, roll me another one. Hear some sort of deactivation, but the timer is still going down. Okay, roll me another intelligence check, sir. The timer is still going. Yes.
A rear. If I shoot that room, what will happen? It'll just detonate but already?
Where did Scamos? Are you just watching him trying to like work on Plode at this point?
Scamos is actually thinking right now and trying to figure out how the fuck he passed so quickly down the path to sentience since, well, this just happened.
Camos, do you have any idea? Because I'm not sure what to do. Waller, in my time with constructs, I would know a way to. I potentially would know a way to disable them because I probably had to deal with a few rogue constructs.
Literally, what Rear's doing right now is like the only way other than destroying them.
So how do you destroy them?
I
Well-
mean, can you shove it off of the side of the ship into the mountains? I mean, that is an option.
Oh fuck.
Yep. Yep. Still activate. You still got one of the three activated. Two of them are deactivated. And you have 45 seconds left. Alright, roll me another check. Yeah, that doesn't work. You actually break one of the runes in the process. No, it was the one of the underpowered ones.
This is magical energy, right?
Yeah,
Okay. How much time do we have left?
30 seconds.
Shit, never mind then.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, while he's doing that, I'm assuming that's buying us a little more time.
Yep.
So I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna take Gauze. Where are we in? We're in the powder magazine, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell Gauze to grab. I need a 10-foot space around load. Like nothing, no powder in here at all.
Okay, I'm gonna start working to get rid of that shit.
Mhm.
And as he's working to do that, I'm gonna go stand myself literally right up against Plode, so he is the exact center of this. And I'm gonna cast Tiny Hut.
Oh my god.
And I'm at
Okay.
least going to throw the tiny hut up so it will channel the explosion straight down. And because this is a magical effect, I'm assuming, from the energy, it cannot pass through the dome.
No.
So it will have to go straight down and out.
Yep.
We will
You're still
channel
gonna
this. It will still punch a hole in the fucking ship, but it will be better than blowing up and taking the whole ship with it.
Yeah. And you have
Going
to
to be a slight spoil sport, potentially. How long does that take to cast?
1 minute, which is why I'm taking advantage of the I'm siphoning
Arcane
energy
mine
off
and
to gamble
and
and hope that
yeah.
it takes at least 30 more seconds now for a detonation.
Yeah. So, which it
That's
is
why the
slowing
first
the
time when he-
timer.
Yeah.
That's why it is slowing the timer, but it's gonna be close. So I need Rear roll me a d20 and Scamus roll me a spell. Yeah, it's d20.
I got a 10 for mine.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, as you guys are sitting there, you cast Tiny Hut, Scamos.
Mm-hmm.
As you see it counting down to like 5, 4, 3, 2, like in slow mo, you start to get like 2. Tiny Hut goes up at like 1 second.
Okay, and then I try and throw myself clear as
Uh-huh.
fast as I can.
Roll me a
because-
dexterity check.
Can I like assist to like attempt to like grab something on him and
Oh, I mean, you're
grab
gonna
No,
probably
you
need to
focus
roll
on
your
getting
own.
yourself. You just focus
Yeah.
on as we hit the last bits before it's happening. I'm going to shout at Kha'Zix to get clear, like leave the room,
What about a
with-
rear?
and the same thing at a rear. And if a rear hasn't moved by the time I'm moving, I'm tackling his ass out of the dome with him.
Okay. The rear's holding on to it. Do you go for him, Scamos?
I'm still gonna try and sack him out as I yell
Okay.
at him to get clear.
All right, roll me a dexterity. Actually, it would be you're gonna tackle him. Athletics check would actually probably make more sense.
Okay. This is
So-
gonna suck. That's an 11.
What'd you get there, Senor Dexteritas Ranger? Spellgunner of Doom.
for the dexterity check,
Yep.
20,
No natural.
unnatural 20.
Okay. As you guys are sitting there, Gamos, you know, you have this like just the slow motion of like milliseconds going by, like
Mhm.
the scene slows down. As you're jumping towards her, you realize I'm not gonna make it,
Yep. Whatever.
and all of a sudden you guys feel somebody tackled both of you out of the room, and it's Tazar.
So we're just out of the hut and we're on the outside
Yeah.
of the hut now.
Yeah.
Thump, 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 thump. Ow. Tazar, where the fuck did you come from?
What's going on here? As
A
he looks,
suicide bomb.
and then all of a sudden you just hear like you hear Plode explode, just boom. And
Straight through the
Cam
core of
and
the ship.
Darius, you hear all this. You guys hear
Too
like
much
an
for your day of
explosion.
peace.
Whoosh!
Yeah, yep.
Fucking hole through the bottom of the fucking ship.
Now, Rare, I assume
Never-
like we're probably like gonna be like deaf because I was right in there. Ears ringing. Was like I'm just gonna be like, Javier, you didn't defuse it, so no beer.
And Plode is gone. And the
Oof.
tiny hut is
Oof.
there still. But there's also a big gaping hole through the bottom of the ship at this point.
Yeah, I'll dispel it.
Oh,
and
Paywater's
just
gonna be pissed with you.
Be like, nope, tiny hut's done. We're done. Fuck this. Done.
And there's like a fire on one of the decks, and you see like the crew, like all the
I'm gonna
sailors,
just
like,
press stitch.
oh god.
I'm gonna press stitch it out. Just.
Yeah,
no.
I'm gonna. If it's like a big fire, I'll help him with it. With Prestige.
Very. Because you were probably drunk when you installed that system. And in your drunkenness, you completely forgot to tell any of us that your fucking contract was a walking suicide bomb.
You know, to be fair, we should have figured that out, but still, for fuck's sake,
Scamos
Javier.
actually looks pissed right now. Like,
No shit.
pissed. Like, straight up grab a rear and slam him up against a wall. Actually gonna do that.
Did I witness Tazar like pushing
Yeah.
them out?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. The only reason you guys got saved is he literally rolled natural 20. You guys would have both died if he didn't. So, Rear and Scamos, because you weren't gonna make it. All
Yeah, no, I
So-
know we weren't gonna fucking make it, but the ship would have been saved and the rest of the crew would have been
Yeah,
saved, and
yeah.
that's
New characters. Have fun.
yeah, probably because that would have been a lot more than 45 points of damage.
Yeah.
Actually, I might have been able to survive it.
Anyway.
That would have been a very dangerous play, though.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I would have had to. I was sitting there going, I would have had to pop shielding aura. and been
Like,
like,
if-
"Your daddy."
Like if you survived the explosion, you've been falling. Though I had a plan. Though I thought of like something because I still have a potion of flying. I might have been able to grab you guys.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna grab rear and slam him up against the wall, and Scamos looks like pissed, like channeling inner half demon pissed. You fucking idiot. It never crossed your mind to tell any of the people that fight alongside you, that live with you, that have saved your life more than once, that, hey, the fucking robot you have walking around with you is a goddamn bomb. Never occurred to you to warn, say, Darius or Cam, that the thing they stand next to in combat, if you got hurt badly enough, would kill them. Would kill everyone on this ship if something had happened to you while we were on it. You realize just how dangerously close we got to breaking this ship in half and killing everyone on it. Do you have any idea how fucking stupid you are, Arir? all of your fancy fucking designs, brilliant inventions, world-changing ideas, and you can't have the common fucking sense to understand that you need to warn people when something may blow up fucking next to them. And you think that makes it okay to not have told anyone that it was a possibility. You're more fucking stupid than I thought if you think that that makes this okay. Sorry. You think fucking sorry fixes problems like this. And I'm just gonna drop him off against the wall and walk out of the room.
Emma's pissed, yo. Cam, do you want to go down? Like, I'm assuming you probably heard the explosion and probably started rushing to wherever the casualties were. Cam?
So when I look down there, do I see like people down there that could have
No.
been?
Luckily, there
Okay.
was nobody in the compartments below where you guys were at.
We were probably towards the bottom of the fucking ship
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah. Well, you never know. There's
Yeah, that's why I tried
thousands
to...
of layers to ships.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cam would have showed up.
Do I pass him in the hallway as we're... As
Yes.
Nobody's fucking hurt, Cam. Arrear's just a fucking idiot.
Could you expand on that?
His robot was a fucking walking suicide weapon if he was killed.
What, like it would go berserk?
No, like it would blow itself up.
And
Yeah,
can't
which is
just
probably a little singed, and you can tell is very shaken up and very pissed.
Yeah, like he's singed.
Cam is just not like ignoring,
muted.
but more of just like the pause of what? Oh, where is he?
Down in the fucking powder magazine where his robot tried to fucking make the ship.
All right, that sounds a bit more than. Sounds more like it was a bit of a mix of both then. And
He's
Cam's gonna start walking towards the powder magazine.
Oh,
Microphone
shit.
activated.
And I'm gonna keep heading
Alright.
up to go to the infirmary to get some stuff for my singe burns and flash burns and all that fucking shit, because, yeah. I'm assuming while I have resistance to fire damage, I don't have resistance to magical explosion, so...
Yeah, but I mean, tabs are pretty much kept, like, you guys didn't get hurt. It's just more
Yeah,
like.
it's just, I'm pissed, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna get some fucking... Yeah.
Alright, so Cam, what are you gonna do?
Go to the powder magazine.
Alright, you head that way. Jaws, what are you doing with the rear? You both are in the powder magazine right now.
Dawes is just like stuck up against the wall right now, sitting down, just like doesn't even look at rear, doesn't even know what to think right now because he just nearly died because of one of his friends. So he's just sitting there contemplating.
The rear, what are you doing? So Cam, you just walk in and you see your rear like staring down this big gaping hole through the bottom of the ship, and you see Gozik like sitting in the corner, just not even. He's there, but you can tell that he's currently like not there.
You just like you can like sense there's like an anger in Kozik's voice when he says this, but he just like comments, "Over here, get away from the hole before I kick you down there."
Oh no, he's fine where he is. And Cam's gonna walk up to her. Right. You know what the first tenet of my code is? It's a do no harm. Would you like to know how the rest of that line? It's through either action or inaction. And Cam's gonna pick him up or pick up a rear.
You fight a rear.
And hold
Alright.
a rear out over the hole. Now, would you please tell me why it's at all possible for it to be less harm for me to allow you to remain on the ship than to let go? Well, apparently we aren't going to get there. Is that it?
You don't want to die, but you place dynamite
Perhaps
everywhere.
anything about how you're going to change your behavior? Nothing. But let's try something slightly more broad than that, shall we? And at this point, I have to decide whether Cam's going to think it has to come from a rear or not.
I mean, from the previous conversation, I think honestly, my opinion would be is I think Cam would probably answer for him, just due to the fact that you've lost a lot of his, your faith in his intelligence.
Oh yeah, that is true. How about you start with not building anything dangerous without having another person to talk about it with? And anytime you bring something dangerous into the vicinity of another, you tell them. Whoever you are with, This entire ship is here, Arira. Look around. Tell me what was in danger. Don't you think you should have, say, told someone about that before it became an issue? So maybe it might be a good idea going forward. Yes, and it better have a safety while you're not in it.
Or it could just be removed altogether.
Cam looks down, considering. Cam's gonna look back up and go, "You really need to work on your word choice," and set him to the side.
By this point, you see Baywater come walking in, and he's just like,
Hi, Baywater.
and he just looks down
Here's
the
your
hole.
problem.
And he
And
just looks
Gazig
at the
just
rear,
like,
looks back down the hole, looks at the rear, back down the hole.
Mm-hmm.
And Baywater just looks at the rear, and this you just hear this very, very just big sigh. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed that you didn't tell us earlier, and then he just leaves. And you hear Baywater yelling for, sounds like the damage control parties come in and start fixing the holes in the ship so people don't fall through and fall off of the ship if they're not paying attention. So you hear him just barking orders as he's going down the hallway, like, get, da 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 da, get me a couple teams down here and da da da, just barking at people. Yeah. Anything
Well,
else from this?
I hope Forge Hammer's air dock is still up, because we aren't going to be landing in the river.
Anything else over here?
Cam looks at you but doesn't say anything. Get a bowl of water and leave it in it for a few hours. I assume it's not like super serious burns.
I mean, not. No, you got tackled out of the way, but you caught a little bit, so you probably got partial thickness burns. So they're not full, which they're not third degree, but he's got
Blisters?
some more blisters on it. Yeah. Like it's a very, very, very bad sunburn. So
Put it in a bowl of water and leave it that way for an hour, maybe two. Do not put butter on it. Butter, it's a moronic folk remedy.
that's
It
Brexit.
doesn't work.
Oh my god. Hang on, Campier.
Hmm?
You have the sheep ready.
The sheep ready?
Yeah, because Brexit's snoring. I just heard him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brexit!
Mm-hmm.
You awake?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were snoring, sir.
Sorry.
Yeah. Why don't you go get some sleep, bro?
Besides, for next session, you're gonna be enjoying punching a rear.
Yeah.
Did you miss all of that?
Not all of it.
Okay. Did you hear the hole? They blew a hole in the ship and about killed the whole ship?
Yes.
Okay. What is Darius's reaction to this at this point, then, if we can go from there?
So at this point in time, there's
Yeah.
just been a massive explosion, shockwave. Just everything's gone to fucking shit.
Yeah.
There's literally having that moment of, I don't know how, but this is Araya's fault.
I smell a rear.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, it's runic magic.
No, it's just unexpected explosions. That's all you
Yeah.
need to know.
Yeah, it's a dead giveaway.
Do you go down to the source of it, Darius, or do you stay where you're at?
Well, the source of it probably is a gaping hole right now, so...
Well, it was in one of the powder magazines, so. But Scammo saved it by using Tiny Hut, so
Okay.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And Tazar saved a rear and Scamos with a natural 20 because Tazar is a boss elf from out of nowhere.
So, did Tazar, did he stick around?
No, he kind of just like tackled you guys out of the way and just left. Like he is not dealing with the rear either. Like he was just.
Why do I get the feeling of Tazar just being like fucking
He's
Tarzan?
literally being Batman right now. Just like showed up, did something, didn't stay around and talk to anybody, just leaves.
Legit, I wanted Tazar because he's like the one person with banishment.
Gonna banish Araya.
No, it was to banish Plode, so you'd be on like a different plane and he'd explode thin.
Ah.
I was hoping that would work, but he never showed up till the last second.
Not till the
Fortunately.
last second.
Fortunately,
Well,
he
yeah,
showed up
Darius,
still.
you can head down there and you could have your moment with the rear too if you want.
Araya? I don't know how you've done this, but you're not getting away easily. I'm just putting the dots together. Big explosion,
No Plode.
no Plode, and explosion-loving maniac. So while he's going through like this, like trying to mumble out this explanation that it works, Derek's just gonna have stepped up and he's just gonna put both hands on like either side of his head by the time he finishes, and he's just going to lift him into the air.
Oh, so Cam just did this, and now Darius is doing this too. Cam, you're still there if you want to be, or if you left, that's up to you.
Yeah, no, Cam is walked out at this point.
Okay. All right, then go ahead, Darius.
So Aria is now suspended in the air by his head.
Are you holding him over the hole again?
Not exactly. He's just picked him up, just looking at him and goes, "Why does he even have that ability in the first place?" Depending on the answer, you have three options. The hole.
What? Arir, that's what you told me before.
Just fucking.
Before we went down there.
God's just dropping him right in the shit right there.
Oh, really? You're starting to remember now, even though you can't remember shit, even while sober? Ah, for fuck's sake.
Yes. Something that would satisfy me. Really. Then, like, he said that as in, like, the whole sort of, are you really going down this road right now? Sort of way. Like, yeah, no, I don't want to go down this route because he's probably going to kill me one way or the other. So, I do have to ask, we're still in the airship and it's still
Yeah,
flying,
it was still flying. Yes.
right? I, I'm I'm just going to turn to Gozik and just go, I need rope and a python. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Python,
Python?
python.
A putin. Yeah.
Well, I have rope. It's like
I need-
naturally, like Guzik always has rope on him for whenever he needs it.
You kinky bastard.
Not that kind of. Darius, shut the fuck up. This is
The
not
holy man calling the other one the kinky. Wow.
the. Oh god.
Anyway.
You're saying
And
religion is kinky?
No.
Well,
Anyway,
depending on the religion.
there's one there. Like someone brings you one, and you have the rope. So.
what do you do? You not a character. I know what you're gonna do, but goes or goes up.
Darius is going to walk towards the hole, still holding a rear. You're going to put him down, force him onto his belly while keeping a foot on him, while he puts the python into the what bit of the deck he is on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Attach the rope to the python, and then attach the rest of the rope around a rear.
Do you fight this or no? Okay.
And as Darius finishes tying up a rear, he's going to stand up and just with the same foot he's used to hold him down, just push him off the side.
my god. Oh god.
He's too much
Okay.
of a threat to be allowed to stay in the ship.
Oh my
You
god.
actually say this.
Yes, Darius does.
That's
You
not
don't
good.
you don't hear a chuckle from Gozik, but you do see him smirk a little bit from that.
We need him alive, but he's too dangerous to be inside of the ship at this point in time.
So I want to be honest with you. I don't know about this. I don't want to see him die, but I do agree.
He's
There's a stubborn bit to me.
fine. He's
I know.
secured. He's not going anywhere.
As you
For
look,
fuck's
as you
sake,
say
we
that,
need
you
to
start seeing
fix
the
him.
the Python start to come out of the ship a little bit,
Just gonna
starting to
slam my
bend.
foot on it.
Slam it like on top of it or below it?
On top of it to force it back in.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that bloody stupid, Wall of fucking Christ.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if you could go on top of it, you just made it go further, and then you just see a rear drop. So,
Like I was hitting the top of the Python to force it back into its position.
okay, okay.
I mean, fuck it. At this point, is it that big of a loss?
Oh my god.
He almost killed all of us.
So I do have the question of what was Avrir's reaction to initially being like just tossed
Yeah.
off the edge, and then like it went taut and you just
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a 50-50 chance the Python wouldn't hold and just fucking take him. So
Yeah.
it's holding your fat ass, isn't it?
It's a hemp rope. I'd probably expect it to maybe hold a human. Unless you're like a fat dwarf, like really fat dwarf, then yeah, I expect it to hold you.
So rear, you guys just look and you just see a rear dangling like through the hole of the ship on the rope, and he's just kind of. Yeah, you're through. You're under the ship right now, hanging out on the rope. Yeah. Nope. You're below the bottom level.
I just imagine the rest of the crew on the bottom will just see a rear fall through, like what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, and
No,
they
they
just
probably
look
went.
down.
They finally fucking got rid of him after he just blew a goddamn hole in the
Oh, and they
fucking
fucking-
ship and nearly killed everyone because he's a fucking idiot.
And you hear Baywater screams like, "Who threw the dwarf down the hole? We need the rope removed so we can plug the hole." He looks up, and Darius, you see Baywater looking up the hole.
Pull him up.
He should be secure there for a while. You can work around him.
Pull him up or cut him. Make your choice.
Faye was like pissed. He's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I know we need him, but fucking.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll hang from the side of the ship then.
We have a
Wait.
gangplank if you want to use that.
Wait, can't we just like time the front of the ship for shits and giggles?
Just hang him off the fucking bow.
You pull him back up at this point, Darius.
Yes, I will pull him back up. I'm not untying him at all, and I'm just gonna drag him on the rope the entire time. Like I don't even let him like get to his feet.
You say anything to Arir as you're walking up to the top deck? Minnie? You say anything while he's dragging you up to the top deck? No.
Oh god. One more word, Aria. I throw you off the ship without the rope. At least he has that survival instinct back, apparently. Jesus Christ.
Yep. Wow.
Like, I fucking pass out of my chair, I come back, fucking half the ship's been blown open.
Yeah.
What the
Yup.
fuck?
We
Yup.
fucking told
Thank
you
you. Yeah.
that we had that fucking. You missed the entire Samos rant, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I
Sam
have
was
good news.
sweating.
Tomorrow you can watch it
Yep.
on Mini's live stream.
That is a point.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anything
done
that y'all
fucked up.
want to do? What do you want to do? Are you gonna throw him off the
So
side?
I assume we're nearing, or well, where are we on the map right now?
Guys are about a few hours out from his old
So-
house.
Okay.
Yeah, Aria's just hanging off the side of the ship at this point.
Are you putting him on like up in like the rigging or anything like that? Like tying him up in that, or are you putting him on the front, or just like literally throwing him off the side and tying him to like one of the
The rails.
anchor point, the rail
Yeah.
points?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Haha. Okay.
That way we don't have to hear him beg for alcohol.
So a rear. You're hanging off the side of the ship. What's going through your head at this point? Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely no remorse for anything else, but
All right. I think that's a good place to probably end it for now, honestly. Just a weird fucking dangling off the side of the ship.
Should've
I
So-
done
like
it in the
how
first
like the
place.
beginning of the session or beginning of this like whole trip. It's like, we've had like 3 sessions just on this ship going to
Dude.
Fort Jammer.
RP, man. Like, that's a lot
I
of
know.
things that we haven't.
RP, it's more like.
It's more like a rear,
Thing is,
just a
though.
rear.
Fuck.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I've got to make another version of the fucking Time Wizards meme I'm working on. And it's got to be
Mhm.
Darius, and it's just gonna have a rear instead of fucking Time Wizards.
He's already got the exploded hair, so
Yeah, that was a good session. So,